Welcome back again to the Moving Picture Studio.
You welcome.
Lake Bell.
Thank you.
Congratulations on Worst Enemy.
Thank you.
Being selected for Sundance.
That's a big deal.
What was it like when you got the phone call and they said, hey, you're in? What did that feel like?
Well, it was funny because Todd Leoto wrote me an email just like, could you call me for a second? You know, I just have to ask you a question. And I was like, what? Did I do something wrong? You know, immediately I go to think of what did I do wrong? That's kind of how it works for me. And in general, in life. And he was like, would you join us at Sundance? And I was like, and then I started crying, and I was super girly about it because it was fucking cool.
It is cool. Why is it cool though? What does it mean to you?
There's something about, first of all, I've never been to Sundance. This was my first time. And I had been invited before, but not with a movie or anything. And I always wanted so badly. I think when you're in this industry, there's something about like Sundance being this mystical like entity that's like one day, you know, you'll go to Sundance. You know, are you going to Sundance? What is it going to get into Sundance? Did you get invited to Sundance? What are you wearing at Sundance? You know, it's like, it's this mystical thing. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to go until I have a reason to go. And I held out, just like virginity. Shh, don't tell anyone. Just told you. So it was when this movie got in, I was just like, this is literally the coolest way to first go to Sundance.
Yeah.
And I'm very aware of that, and I'm very thankful.
What was the creative compulsion to write and direct something and shoot it, you know, and get something done other than obviously your own acting stuff that's going on?
I mean, full disclosure, I'm like a closeted writer and have been for a while, so I had wanted to direct, and I felt like the only opportunity that I could have directing would be something that I would fabricate myself. And I have a script that I want to star in and direct, and it seemed like such a pipe dream, and I loved the script so much that I didn't know how to even go about that. And
That's a feature.
it's a feature, yeah. And so my agent was like, well, you direct a short film. And I was like, well, it's weird. I have been working on this character, Wooly, because sometimes when I'm writing and I'm stuck on something, I'm like, I don't fucking want to write on this anymore. I go elsewhere to write something completely different, to be like, see, I'm cheating on you. And, you know, see if something happens between the relationships, between that script and this script. And this was basically my other woman.
Yeah.
And so when I was messing with her, I realized that I could actually make Wooly a real thing.
So this was a completely separate script from your feature. It's not part of the
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not part of it. But tonally, there are similarities. Obviously, it is. I wanted to do something that that turned me on in a creative way, and that I felt like I could do well. You know.
And when did you make the decision not to be in it yourself and to get an actor?
I never wanted to be in it because first of all, Michaela Watkins plays Wooly, and she does it masterfully, and I love her because she is a comedian and she's an actress, and something else that really turns me on is comedic actors playing very honest roles, and then it sort of by mistake becomes funny, you know. And I didn't want to be in it because because I felt like for my first foray into that world and that position, I wanted to sort of man the ship with all my eyes open and see all the moving parts at all times and be able to answer all questions.